So, guys, one would have thought that in this era of COVID-19, that everybody would just be at home or still on lockdown and be calm. But the reverse is the case. Tension as Hausa indigenes clash in Edo community. Tension has risen in Eho, headquarters of Woody local government area of Edo State, following a reported clash between the people of the community and Hausas in the town. Trouble was said to have started over alleged stabbing to death of an indigene who was said to have had argument with some suspected Fulani boys who just arrived the community. Subsequently, there was heavy traffic build-up which stalled vehicular movement for more than 2 hours on the busy Bini Auchi Lokoja Road. Several trucks parked along the road were reportedly destroyed while houses were allegedly destroyed and torched. It was gathered that normalcy was restored by policemen who were mobilized to the troubled community. It took us 2 hours to find our way out of the community. We saw a massive deployment of policemen before we could move. Several trucks parked along the road were destroyed and some houses were also touched by before the police came, a commuter said. The State Commissioner of Police, Lawan Jimita, while confirming the clash, said calm had returned to the community. Our focus was to restore normalcy. You know, the incident happened in the area close to the highway and that created a gridlock, but we were able to clear the road for free flow of traffic. We are still investigating and I am expecting reports from the DPO, but the area is calm now, the commissioner said. Well, it's a good thing that the commissioner is aware of the whole thing. You know, most of the time they always come and tell you, "Oh, I've not been briefed, I've not been this," but at least it's confirming it. But what they need to know is for them to investigate and know what really happened. But from the masses or the eyewitnesses accounts, we definitely know what really happened. You know, most of the time they will tell you they will investigate, they will set up committee upon committee, just the same way what happened in Aba, in Abia State, that Lai Mohammed just gave a categorical statement. He wasn't there. They will still come out and deny. People are telling the public what the experience, what really happened. And what we are hearing now from the accounts of the eyewitnesses and the masses or the residents there shows that it's just because of these Hausa people or the Fulani. It has always been. It has always been. It has always been. The next thing, they will just take people's life as if it is nothing. And just like I said, during this COVID-19, that everyone is expected to be on lockdown, even if not fully on lockdown, but at least partially. But you still see these people moving around, and some people have been asking that why is it that even in this lockdown you see all these Fulani men moving from places to places? Does it mean the lockdown, they are not observing the lockdown? And that's why people have been talking and they've been talking about it. And you know, the way this Fulani S-men, the way they are being pampered by these governments is a different ballgame entirely. Maybe when this government is out, Nigerians will be able to have a breathing space again. How can you just come to an area, the next thing somebody will ask you questions, somebody will want to do this, the next thing you start trying to take people's life? Just, it does not really even matter to them. It does not matter to them. This happened in Edo State now. We don't know what the authority will be saying. I so much thank God that the governor of Abia State quickly came out to make statement that he was shocked about Lai Mohammed statement. But a lot of these things have been happening in Edo State, which the governor Obaseki has never made any statement regarding to all of those things. But when it comes to himself and Oshomole going back and forth, you hear them. Kuso Osage, the aide of the governor, will be making statements, will be releasing press statements. But when it comes to this issue of a esme, the trouble the community people, the residents or indigenous of that state will be going through, they will not make any statement. They will never make any statement. Well, the people themselves, they deserve the leaders they get, because most times people don't look at that area. Because if somebody who is the chief security officer of a state, if he's interested in what is happening to the masses, definitely a lot of things will not be swept under the carpet. A lot of things will not be swept under the carpet. That's it. These people are just too violent in nature. They are just too violent in nature. I don't know. I don't know why, when they are going to be cleared from all areas. If you are coming to a place and yet you are the ones that will be looking for trouble here and there, you are the ones that will be killing the people that you have come to meet, I think it's high time people will start telling them, we don't even want you in this area. An argument will ensue. The next thing is just for you to take other people's lives. It has been a pattern. It has been a pattern. When we hear the issue of these even security people taking the lives of citizens that are supposed to be protecting, some people will come out and be telling us what is not, because it has been a pattern. One cannot debunk all of this, or you cannot just sweep all of these things under the carpet or say, oh, it did not happen, because it's always the pattern these people have been following. And because they believe that nothing will happen to them, and they keep doing the same thing, does it mean the federal will not have a power or more power than the state? That the state, the governor always coming down to tell you that, tell us that they are the chief security officer of the state, and yet something of this nature, your indigenes, their lives will be taken just like that, and you will not be able to come out and defend them. If it is to be collecting security votes, yes, you guys will be collecting it, but yet you cannot even fight for your people. It's not just during election time they will be making all manner of a statement. It's so ridiculous. You'll be making all manner of statement that, oh, you care about the people, you care about the people, but when you are in the power, when you are already got in the power, nothing is going to be heard from you, nothing is going to be said again. And I've been following the pattern of this Hausa Fulani Esme in Edo State. The governor has not come out to say anything. But when it comes to himself back and forth, going back and forth with Oshomole, they will be releasing statements. What kind of a thing is that? And people don't even see it. The same people will still say, oh, he's our man, he's our this and this and that. Let them continue with that if that's what they like. Good and fine for them. Someone said it was about a week ago when I was telling a friend about these people called Hausa Fulanis, that the day we break record in Edo State, I pray I will have been back to my state, because life and property is not to them, and they have surrounded the whole of Edo State. You can imagine. And the governor is not saying anything like that. Even in Oshomoles now, the same thing has been happening. They will not utter any word. They will just want the power. But once they get the power, what are they going to do with the power? No, to intimidate themselves. Someone says, thank you so much. You said during their business. The question is, are there killers? Why is it that your cattle called Fulanis lack human sense? And another says, Fulanis are the main problem in Nigeria, not the Hausa people. There's a great difference between the two tribes. That's what somebody is telling us. I don't know whether you people agree to that. That they don't have any, they don't have anything in common. They are two different people. Well, it has always been, because they are somehow knitted together. Someone say Fulanis are troublemakers. Fulani, please leave our country, Nigeria. This Fulani should leave Nigeria. Uh, they are not from here. They are murderers and troublemakers. And they didn't kill them and their cattle. Unfortunately, Edo State governor is less concerned about this Fulani Hausa that have taken over the Edo State. Exactly. I have not heard him say anything. His supporter will now come and be telling you what is not now. You will see them. You will see them coming out to be saying, to be defending them. And someone says, better you people should alert your governor on time and forget the past glory you have got. Truth is bitter. Are they supposed to be alerted? Are they supposed to be told again? Are they not aware? Are they not in the state? Communities that are still welcoming these Hausa Fulani people to their areas in the face of this ongoing Hausanization and Fulanization project of the North are committing suicide. These Hausa and Fulani people do not value life. They have no certificates to think of or protect, no houses, no property except some herds of cattle which they may be herding for one by big man in Kano or Kaduna. Above all, they have this internalized hatred and envy for progress. Therefore, nothing stops them from being excessively wicked and aggressive. We, the Southerners, should know the limits of our relationship with them. They are endemically murderous. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. The most painful aspect of it is that the governor of that state has not been saying anything. We've been hearing about what is it called, the ñЩ1ØÑ disturbing the people of that community of that state. It's just maybe at times it is the Oba of Benin that usually say something when it comes to the people in the community. But the governor that is saddled with that responsibility does not say anything. Does not say anything. It's unfortunate, but let's see what police will be doing at the end of the day. They are telling us they are going to investigate many cases that happened, that has been happening since in that state, at least for the past 6 months. What have they investigated? What are the outcome of those their investigation? Nothing. The same thing. It's just unfortunate that people who their lives have been taken, their families will be bearing the whole burden. So guys, let's us hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let's learn from you.